Hi, Shadia here, and welcome back. My husband's good friend Mike sent me this recipe from the salted pepper. Um, she made this amazing looking mac and cheese on her YouTube channel. So let's get started. In my Ninja Foodie pot, I'm gonna put 1.5 cups of elbow macaroni noodles, 2 cups of water. I'm gonna put my rack and some sauce I had already made, so I don't have to do her roux because I already had cheese sauce. So I'm gonna put that on top. We're gonna close the lid and we're going to steam this for 3 minutes. After the 3 minutes, we're gonna do 2 cups of cheese. I'm gonna do 1 cup of the vegan mozzarella and 1 cup of the vegan cheddar cheese. And I did 4 slices of Gouda cheese. Yeah. I didn't have any spicy cheese. That would have been good. So with the 4 slices, I just cut it up into little small slices. So now we're going to naturally release this for 2 minutes. And then we're going to open the pressure valve and let all the steam escape and open it up. And here we have the cheese sauce we're going to take out. The rack we're going to take out. And we're just going to loosen up the noodles a little bit. If you want, you can season it here. Or you could just wait until you put your cheese sauce in and taste it and go from there. So now I'm adding my cheese sauce and mixing that all up. So the cheese sauce will go all through, and then dump the 2 cups of cheese in there. Mix that up. And now some onion pepper. I'm going to use a teaspoon of onion powder. And mix that in. Nice and cheesy. I should have put more mozzarella in so it'd be a little stringy. I like my mac and cheese stringy. And I'm going to add some nutritional yeast. That's 2 teaspoons. And now some pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to use just a half a teaspoon. We don't want to make this too salty. There you go. And mix that all around. Okay, mix that. Make sure all the seasoning is all through your noodles and cheese, and then give it a little taste to make sure it's where you want it. Now for the topping. I'm going to add some panko breadcrumbs on top. You can put as much or as little as you like, depending on how crunchy you want your top. And spread it on there nice and evenly. And add some nutritional yeast as well. And, these two are optional on the salted pepper. They didn't do this, but I love putting panko and nutritional yeast and some smoked paprika because I didn't have any regular paprika. And I added some parsley flakes on top. I'm spinning the pot around to make sure I get it nice and evenly distributed. This looks so good. Oh, goodness. And it is good. I'm shocked because I didn't use any milk. There's the parsley I'm sprinkling. I didn't use any milk in this. So the only milk that went in this is when I used milk to make the cheese sauce. And matter of fact, I don't think I used milk then. Come to think of it, there goes the smoked paprika. And we're going to close the lid, turn the foodie on to air crisp. Now, if you want, you can spray the top of the topping on your macaroni and cheese with some oil just to make sure the stuff doesn't fly around in the pot. But we're going to air crisp this for 2 minutes. Look at that. Would you look at that? Okay, so in skillet number 1, I have some baby bok choy. I don't know what happened to the first part of that video, but I minced up 2 cloves of garlic and 2 tablespoons of oregano oil in the skillet and just letting the bok choy simmer. Now I'm putting 2 tablespoons of cornstarch over this Wegmans chicken patty, grilled chicken patty that I bought some time ago. I just wanted to try it because I like the price and it on the package it looked good. So I'm gonna sprinkle a teaspoon of my Vegeta seasoning and just flip it around in there. Now in my second bowl, I have this unbleached flour. I'm gonna use a serving spoon. I think that might be what, a quarter of a cup, if that. Yeah, about a quarter of a cup. So altogether, half a cup of the unbleached flour in the other bowl. And now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to this because we want to try to make it kind of crispy. We don't want no soggy chicken, no soggy chicken, not chicken. And a teaspoon of the Vegeta seasoning, or a quarter to a half. It depends on, again, your taste buds. And I put 2 tablespoons of almond milk in the first bowl to loosen it up a little bit and make it a little bit more liquidy, so that when I put it in the plain flour, it'll hold better. And let's check this bok choy. We don't want it burning. Like it too much to eat it burnt. Okay, you're good. We'll keep you on simmer. So now that we added the milk, we're going to flip the meat substitute over in the milk. And now, okay, now didn't do measurements on the oil. I have grapeseed oil, and I'm just making shallow grease. I'm not trying to deep fry the meat substitute. I'm just want to cover the bottom of the skillet. So I want to say maybe I used a half a cup of grapeseed oil. Oh, did I tell y'all that my husband is now no longer eating meat? So this makes my cooking much easier. So we're going to flip the non-meat over in the flour and cornstarch and make sure they're coated nice and make sure we cover all spots. And to the hot grease we go. After, well, we got a little bit of milk left in this in this dish. Like I was really doing something here. Now that was a waste of my time, but hey, waste not, want not. So once I wet it, then we go back into the dry batter. And what I did to one, you do to the other. I swear there was no milk in there. Hey, but I got the last drop. Now to the hot grease. And again, my angle on the camera just sucks. I can't remember to change the angle so that you can see what I'm doing. But in the next clip, I think I remembered to move it. I do apologize. Okay, so we're going to fry this meat substitute on each side about 2-3 minutes, just until you get it the brownish color that you choose. Just don't want to overcook it. It's nice and golden. And I'm just going to keep flipping that every so many minutes and check on this bok choy. Yep, it's coming out really nice. I'm trying to chop up some of that garlic that's sitting on the side of the pan. I wish you could smell this. I'm putting about a teaspoon of ginger. And I had about a teaspoon left of onion powder in this container. So I just put it all in there. And just move that around so that seasoning can go through the vegetables. This was so good and so filling. This put me down. I was ready to stretch out on the living room floor on my belly and just snooze on out. Okay, so I'm putting about a half a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. Remember, that tastes very salty. You don't want to over salt your food. And we're going to put the lid on. Again, it's still on simmer. I think I have it on number 2. So now it's time to take our meat out the skillet. Because really all you're doing is browning it. You don't have to cook this because it's done already. Doesn't that look good? And this is my finished product. Again, thank you, Mike. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.